In my careers, I've always had to be the one to inspire myself to a degree. At a very early age, I was consumed with whatever I was working on, staying up late, reading, studying, trying to direct, trying to produce. You can't stop. If you want something, you just can't stop.
I don't have any children, I'm not married.
Perfection, by whose standards?
Love,
Happiness, friendship,
Success.
Your life is going to change 100 times.
this is what I call my story.
Let's roll the first one, please.
Right out of school, I got offered a position in technical design for a really well-known label in New York, and I needed a job, and I just went for it, and I wanted to learn.
I think I went on like 10 different interviews all summer, in the city, in a suit, in 100-degree weather. When I got my job, I was really ecstatic. I was crying. Thank you for giving me a chance. Somebody gave me a chance. I will not let you down.
You have to bring your game to the table from day one, because there's always somebody that's ready to step right in your shoes. There's always like another great young person who's more qualified or just as qualified, so you have to bring your game to the table every single day, right away. First impressions mean everything.
Sometimes I feel so overwhelmed by the amount that I don't know that I think to myself, why? And I feel like I can't do it. I sit there in silence and I think to myself, like, I don't know if I can do this.
Listen, there's always going to be that moment, but you have to always pick yourself back up. Jolt yourself in a way that makes you wake up and feel good about yourself in the morning, even if it's not about work. Be interested, stay curious, try different things. It's really important just to keep on going, but you have to be confident.
Thankfully, you adapt. I tell my friends or whomever who's going through a bad time that you naturally as a human adapt to things, whether you think you are or not.
You're going to grow and change no matter what. Don't beat yourself up. Your life is going to change 100 times before you're 30, and it's just important to really try different things. I went out into the world and I just kept on giving a lot of my time, of my heart, of my art. I don't live in my dream house, but will I one day? Probably. I plan on it. I'm not giving up.